Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday afternoon for another SMTV live show. I'm Duncan Gilman.
And I'm Brandy Powers.
Got some really cool stories to share with you today. First one is this brewing war we've been seeing between Instagram and Twitter. And this time it's gone beyond just the different features that each one is offering to compete.
Yeah, and they used to be allies. Now they're arch enemies since Facebook bought Instagram earlier this year.
That's right. They used to be allies kind of against Facebook.
Yeah, they were teaming up against Facebook in the beginning, and now they're just arch rivals right now.
Well, this latest issue is that when people put their Instagram photos on Twitter, they were being cropped.
They're cropped.
And you could see on this article here, it was taken off the edges, it was taken off the top, and it just wasn't
pretty
looking
bad.
right. Yeah.
You know, we put a lot of work into our photos. You know, we pose just right, and we get the right angle.
The right filter.
We do it. You know, it's a big deal. So for it to be cropped and not looking the way we want, we would be upset.
And we have an up-to-the-minute update on SMTV here. So Instagram actually apologized for dropping Twitter support.
They did.
So that's the latest.
They fessed up to it, and they've apologized, and they said that they will always support Twitter. So we'll be glad to see when the changes come back in place where we can see our full Instagram pictures.
You know who else we can expect to see some great Instagram pictures of?
Who?
The Pope.
Exciting.
Possibly Instagram. Well, but he's going to be on Twitter.
He might not Instagram, but he's definitely going to be on Twitter.
I would love to see some Instagram
that
photos
would be
of the Pope.
awesome. Just at the Vatican chilling. Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. But he's actually not going to start tweeting until December 12th. That's the big launch date.
Yes, next Wednesday.
But he's got these, you can see who he's following. He's following his own accounts. They set up 8 accounts, including this main one at Pontifex. And each one is for a different language. So you can see Espanol,
I have like 3 Twitter accounts, but
Italian,
he's got 8.
French, And I think it's all going to be the same tweets, just translated.
Translated into the different languages. Yeah, so that's exciting. It's going to come at the end of the week. You know, when he makes he's going to do a live tweet event. So right now, he's got people, the Pope has people. Right now, his people are getting together all the questions that are going to be posed, religious questions to be asked to him. And then on the 12th, they go live.
I would love to see what those questions are. And I'd love to see, besides the questions, what else would the Pope tweet about?
Yeah, just random musings of the Pope. I mean,
he's tweeting from the backseat of his Pope-mobile.
Yeah, from the Pope G-Ride.
Driving through the Vatican.
Yeah. On my way to do this.
To pick up milk.
Address. No, he should. I think he's got people to pick up milk. But you know, religious leaders have always been heavy on Twitter. You know,
that's true. You know,
and those Joel Osteens of the world.
Absolutely.
And, you know, motivational people.
It's a great platform.
Absolutely.
And Twitter's not new to the Vatican or to the Catholic Church.
No, they're
it's
not.
just new to the Pope himself.
Just new to the Pope. Yeah. So that's exciting. I'll be looking forward to December 12th.
I'm looking forward to it too. We'll definitely report on that when it happens. Now, I'm sure everyone who's watching has seen Gangnam Style, the Psy runaway hit sensation video on YouTube. The total looks like he could make almost $8 million
in just the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Off of this viral dance in the viral video Gangnam Style.
Right.
How many times has it been viewed?
880 million. I mean, this article was a couple days ago, I think, but
that's a lot, though.
It's almost 1 billion views on YouTube.
Crazy.
It's the most viewed video on YouTube.
Yeah. How does the song go?
Well, I don't know the
sexy lady. Go. Come on. Gangnam Style.
This is the first time we're dancing on SMTV, and
we
it
shouldn't
happens
probably
to be Gangnam
dance.
Style.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not really what SMTV is for. We're here to help you out with your social media campaigns or answer any questions you may have about Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, your blogs, Pinterest, whatever you're working on, music video, anything, let us know.
So you can email us your questions, as always, to questions@splashmediau.com or tweet us by using hashtag SMTVQuestions.
Let's take some questions from our viewers. Kenneth has a question for us. Kenneth wants to know, how can I create a company event on LinkedIn?
Well, Kenneth, your answer is that as of November 26th, you can no longer create a company event on LinkedIn. And they just pulled the plug on it from their actual blog, the LinkedIn blog. They stated that every now and then they require just a review of all the applications and things that you can do on the platform. And based on very little usage of people building actual events on LinkedIn, they decided to go ahead and pull the plug. So Kenneth, unfortunately, you can no longer create an event on LinkedIn, but I would suggest that you still post links into relevant groups and of course on your homepage, on your LinkedIn homepage about any corporate event. Another way that you can engage people socially, not just on LinkedIn, but make sure that you have a social activation for your company on Facebook and on Twitter. You can do live tweeting for events just to keep people engaged, but I would set up an event on your Facebook platform for the company page since you can no longer do it on LinkedIn.
And there's so many great other features for a company on LinkedIn. Now that they've rolled out these other features for company pages like products and reviews, and you can have videos and images for every single product. It's really, it's gone further in depth to really showcase what your company does.
Right, and now since you can also post a blog and highlight your company blog, you might want to write a blog about the event and move it to the top of your company LinkedIn page to get people talking about it in that way.
Great idea.
Thanks. So Lynn wrote in to us and asked, what social media should my business use on, what should my social media should my business use, was her question.
That, you know, we hear this question a lot, and it really does depend on the industry of your business, because some platforms are going to be more suited for certain kinds of businesses. If you have a lot of products that are visually captivating, then Pinterest or Tumblr or Instagram, like we were talking about, might be the way to go.
Right.
If you have something that lends itself to being shown in a video, or if you have access to, you know, a camera where you can do some video about your products or your employers, your employees talking about your products, YouTube is a natural choice.
Absolutely. So it really just depends.
Yeah, I think to get started, I think you got to be on Facebook.
Yeah, the basics.
Yeah, you got to have a blog.
Twitter's good.
And I think Twitter. I think those three. And
crawl before you walk.
Yeah, crawl before you walk. I
Yeah.
think that's great advice. And then depending on, you know, how much time you can invest in those three, that will determine how you branch out.
Exactly. Make sure you do the basics well. That's a very good point.
Right. There's no sense in, oh, we should
Being
be
everywhere.
Right, right. I want to be on Quora
Google Plus and
Clue and you know, all these
Just
other ones that are
everywhere.
just cropping up. If you're not doing the basics right, where the millions of people already
Multiple
are.
people are, exactly.
That's the key.
Good point.
I want to thank you for joining us this Wednesday for our live, wonderfully entertaining broadcast of SMTV, where we discuss the hottest topics in social media and answer your questions. For Splash Media, I'm Duncan Gilman.
And I'm Brandy Powers. Thanks for being with us today.